This headline has sent shockwaves across football. A possible 60-point deduction, 115 charges, and now a delay in a verdict. But what does this actually mean for Manchester City? Is this a real threat? Is it media speculation? Or is it part of a much bigger legal process that most fans don't fully understand? Today, we're breaking it all down calmly, clearly, and without panic. Welcome to Manchester Pitch Talk, your home for everything Manchester City. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single update on the Sky Blues. Now, let's get into this properly. First, context matters. Manchester City are facing 115 alleged breaches of Premier League financial regulations. These charges relate to a period stretching over several years and involve accusations around financial reporting, sponsorship declarations, and compliance transparency. It's important to say this clearly. These are allegations. No final verdict has been announced yet. Now, where does this 60-point deduction idea come from? Reports suggest that if City were found guilty on the most serious charges, a significant point deduction could be considered logical, potentially even as high as 60 points. But here's what many headlines don't explain. That number is hypothetical. It is not a confirmed punishment. It is a scenario being discussed based on precedent and the scale of the charges. And here's why the verdict is taking so long. This is not a simple case. We're talking about over 100 separate alleged breaches, years of financial documents, legal teams on both sides, independent commissions reviewing evidence in detail. Complex financial investigations take time, very serious time. This is not a quick disciplinary hearing. It's closer to a corporate legal battle. Now let's talk about what a 60-point deduction would actually mean. In a normal Premier League season, a 60-point deduction would almost certainly mean relegation. It would wipe out any title hopes immediately. It would send shockwaves through the league structure. But here's the reality. Such a massive punishment would almost certainly be followed by appeals. And appeals and legal processes can take months, sometimes even longer. So even in the worst-case scenario, this would not be a one-day decision with instant final consequences. Now, let's look at the psychological side. Does this uncertainty affect the players? Does it distract the squad? So far, on the pitch, Manchester City have shown professionalism, focus, structure, no visible signs of collapse. Pep Guardiola has repeatedly stated that the club believes in its position and is cooperating with the process. But fans understandably feel uneasy, because when you see numbers like 115 charges and 60-point deduction, it sounds dramatic, and headlines are designed to sound dramatic. Now, let's spark an important debate. And this is a big if, Manchester City were found guilty, what would be a fair punishment? Points deduction? Financial fines? Transfer restrictions? Different fans across the league will have very different opinions. Some will argue strict punishment protects the integrity of the competition. Others will argue that due process must be respected and speculation should stop until a verdict is delivered. What's clear is this: until the independent commission announces a final decision, everything else is theory, and theory spreads faster than facts. Now let's address the verdict delay. Why is it taking so long? Because both sides are presenting detailed arguments. Evidence must be reviewed thoroughly. Legal fairness requires time. Rushing a case of this magnitude would create even more controversy. In fact, the delay may actually show how seriously the commission is treating the matter. The longer the process, the more detailed the review. And in legal battles, detail is everything. But here's the bigger picture. Right now, Manchester City are still competing, still winning matches, still fighting for titles. On the pitch, nothing has changed. Off the pitch, uncertainty remains. So the real question is this: should fans worry now, or should they wait for the official verdict before reacting? Because until there's a confirmed outcome, Manchester City remain exactly where they are, competing at the top. Let's also remember something important. Legal cases involving major clubs often include appeals, counterarguments, and long procedural timelines. This story will not disappear overnight. It will evolve. And as it evolves, facts will matter more than headlines. So here's my position. Stay informed. Avoid panic. Wait for official announcements. Speculation fuels drama. Facts settle it. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think a 60-point deduction is realistic? Do you believe the case will result in heavy punishment? Or do you think Manchester City will clear their name? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but keep it respectful and logical. This is Manchester Pitch Talk, where we break down Manchester City news calmly and clearly. If you want updates as this case develops, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss anything important. This situation is serious, but until a verdict arrives, it remains a battle of arguments, not a final judgment. Stay blue